Hi, everybody, and welcome. We are surrounded today by pageantry and tradition. Check out this scene. We've got high hopes for another exciting college football game. Today, two teams from the even bigger Big Ten clash, a conference that now stretches from the Atlantic all the way to the Pacific. This will be a good one. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. So the Washington Huskies offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. I think it really caught this defense off guard.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Oh, here comes the reverse. He shreds the tackle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Gain of 1. Good enough for a first down.
The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Huskies pick up enough yardage for a first down. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Miles Gaston.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Scarlet Knights offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And here we go. The other half of this running back matchup we've been looking forward to. Both guys come in rested, fresh, and very motivated.
How great is this, Chris? Usually in this era, it's about the quarterbacks and the receivers and getting the ball out in space. And in this matchup, we got 2 of the best running backs in the country going head-to-head.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Miller. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll lure the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And they'll get him down that time.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you this time, the secondary makes the difference.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Rutgers 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking downfield, it's Rogers. Got him, he's sacked.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And the Huskies will have to punt this one away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the ground, it's Monaga. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Quick throw, the catch is made. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Rutgers. The pass rush closing in. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go for the first down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense To be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Huskies will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The short completion with the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion makes it second down. He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback drops back. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The Scarlet Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Scarlet Knights looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They stop him again at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up.
On the flag. It's now 3rd and goal.
Goal line formation for the defense. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. You think about it over the years, Chris, they've got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one.
Very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Scarlet Knights will have to kick it away. That's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? The sure hands. It's Jackson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The Huskies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Washington has moved into the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Rogers. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Washington. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone.
That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And that will pick up the first down, spotted at 38.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And this is an ugly shank. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the same runner's got it again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. It's Rutgers. Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal, as you see, and it backfires for a big loss.
And the Huskies will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Takes the handoff. It's Winaga. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Fourth down coming up.
The Scarlet Knights bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Well, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback played more recently with Jake Browning and, of course, the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Heck of a ride through a very competitive first three quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Trying to find some room. It's Coleman. Brought down, but Burke tackled to produce a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Rutgers. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
6th play of the drive coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. He's going to hand this off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses him. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the Scarlet Knights will bring their punt team on the field now. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Second down, looking to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield, was spotted near the 36. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Rutgers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
To the air, it's Rutgers. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And now the important PAT to make it a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on?
That makes the score Washington 20, Rutgers 17.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking to throw it on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
We've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it for a big gain. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here.